morning. Welcome to story time. This morning I'm going to read you a story about a snail family that go on a very long and perilous journey to try and find a safe home. It's called The Tale of Eustace the Snail, and I'm very excited to be reading this because this is a story that I've written myself. Are you ready? Before I start to tell this tale, you need to understand the snail. It climbs and slimes and eats, and then it climbs and slimes and eats again. One day a lovely flower display. The next you'll notice with dismay there's not a single plant in sight that isn't nibbled. It's not right. To the gardener the snail's a pest. Until they're gone he will not rest. So now you understand this well. The tale of Eustace I will tell. When Eustace was a baby snail, no bigger than my fingernail, his mummy, looking full of woe, said, "On a journey we must go." Now Eustace was a happy snail, never one to weep and wail. So though he tried, he couldn't see why they had to move their family. Quite content with his lot, safe inside their cosy pot, enough to drink, enough to eat, a never-ending clover treat. Why, oh why, mummy dear, won't you consider staying here? But mummy dear just shook her head, saying, "Eustace, now it's time for bed." She didn't want to move away, but new folk had arrived to stay. They're flower lovers, don't you see? It's no place for our family. But surely, mummy, there's enough of that crunchy, juicy, leafy stuff. Don't they know I'm only small? I really don't eat much at all. A nibble for breakfast, 2 for brunch, and then I wait an hour for lunch. Mid-afternoon a snack attack. By supper time I'm heading back. But under cover of darkness the very next day, with bags all packed, they were on their way. Though you may not know it, snails are strong, but poor little Eustace was tired before long. The path was hard and strewn with grit. It rubbed his poor body quite a bit. Harry the Hedgehog was prowling as well. Now hedgehogs eat snails, so he hid in his shell. Onward they went, trailing slime in their wake. Then all at once Mum began to shake. A tawny owl to wit to wooed. He was out and about looking for food. Mum was afraid for little Lucy, 'cause baby snails are sweet and juicy. But Mr. Owl flew straight on past, so onwards they proceed at last. So many dangers for a snail, from yoghurt pots filled with ale, to booted feet upon us stomping, and all designed to stop us chomping. At last a garden full of greens, of nice young shoots and rows of beans. "Alas," said Mummy, "this can't be. They're veggie lovers, don't you see? It's no place for our family." Next was a garden with no green at all, just one pot of daffodils next to the wall. Now, fond of daffs, snails are not, and there's not enough food in one measly pot. "Alas," said Daddy, "this can't be. They're concrete lovers, don't you see? It's no place for our family." Next was the garden of Mavis the crow. She can eat 5 snails all in one go, and then another 2 or 3 to take home to her family. big brother Tommy, naughty as can be, is the black sheep of the family. He spotted a garden fit for a feast. Strawberries, he said, I must have one at least. Oh, why don't you listen to grown-up advice? Of danger we've warned you not once, twice, but thrice. For there amongst the strawberries, sweet and red, lie pellets of poison, Daddy said. Onward they plodded, with Tommy still grumbling. About being hungry, his tummy was rumbling. Then just round the corner, here's what they saw. A tangle of grasses and weeds and more. Lupins and hostas, all overgrown. The perfect place to make their home. At last a garden, lush and green, where they could settle quite unseen. They're nature lovers, don't you see? It's perfect for their family. Well, I hope you enjoyed that story, and we'll look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Goodbye.